Welcome back to days 116 and 117 of biking around the world. I'm going to put these 2 days into one video because you'll see why. But so the morning started off with us catching a very early bus from Dublin back to Cork to pick up our cycles from the shop that we stored them at. And we had 14 miles to cycle to our ferry that's going to be taking us to France. But we had lots of time to kill, so we stopped at this really cool market that we passed along the way and got some lunch. And then we cycled the rest of the way over to the ferry. The ferry was in a town called Ringaskiddy, and it's going to be taking us to Roscoff in France. And then we're going to continue our cycling back in the Schengen zone, or like mainland Europe. So we're very excited. It's always such a weird feeling, like rocking up to the ferry terminal and rolling onto the ferry on a bike, because I don't know, the infrastructure is just so big and everyone's in cars, and then we're just like there with our little bikes, and it feels very fun. So yeah, we got on the ferry. This is a 14-hour ferry, so we wanted to get into our seats and get comfortable. We got some dinner, watched a movie, and then because the seats weren't super comfy, found a bench somewhere else on the ferry to try and get some hours of sleep. Then we woke up at like 7 in the morning when the ferry got there and got off and went through customs or immigration, and then immediately got back on the bikes and started moving. After a very fun weekend in Dublin with not so much sleep and then not so great of a sleep on the ferry, I was so exhausted and I felt like I was just moving so slowly. So we stopped and had a coffee and a croissant and then continued on again. And I was feeling a bit better by now, and was also just super excited to be like seeing new stuff, seeing new architecture, just like having a different vibe of a new country. We tried some fun chips at the grocery store and the sun started to come out. And then we joined up with a bike path. We're riding on the EV1s. There's a lot of signage and like a lot of really great paths. And yeah, I'm very excited to be in France and I can't wait for tomorrow. I'll see you then.